Hey guys, it's Living Rush, and today we're going to be watching a replay of me on the map Highway. It's a standard battle, and in this game we ended up doing 7,200 damage and 7 kills, so yeah. Also, there's a pretty amazing last second reset by Artie at the end, so I hope this will be interesting. So, since we're on the map Highway, what I like to do on this map is I typically will go to the one line, but what I do is I look at their lineup before I commit, because the one line is very... It's sort of hard to run away from, because if you go to A1, you just get YOLO'd. So the safest play, like, if they have a lot of mediums like they do, the safest place is to go to D1, analyze the situation, see who's there, and then, you know, you can make an informed decision. I generally don't like to YOLO straight up to A1, because, who knows, I might find their bat shot, their 140, and their 50M, and I just can't, you know. There's nothing you can do when you get YOLO'd by a couple tanks at once. In a medium. In a heavy, it's different, but in a medium, it's a lot harder to deal with. So we're going to pop up to D1. I'm just going to fast forward it. I'm expecting to see the majority of their medium tanks here. In particular, I'm hoping to find their tier 8s, because I can just farm them. I've stopped here to type, so rip. We're just going to sort of chill here, and now we can sort of put shots downrange into people that we find. Okay, so some Mutz lit. I'm going to take a shot. Centurion 1 does a really outstanding job of blocking my shot, as you can see. I'm going to try to put a shot into this guy. We managed to get one in. Backing off. Just sort of, basically we're going to farm this guy. It looks like he's DC'd. A 140 puts a shot into me in the middle. So that tells me they have a 140 in the middle, obviously. I repair my track. I'm aware of that now. And now we're just going to sort of YOLO in, because you can see we vastly outnumber these guys, so I'm going to put it in ×2 while I type, and now it's just sort of a matter of pushing in. So there's the Panzer 58 Mutz. Try to put a shot into him. He's backing off, obviously, and we miss our second shot, but whatever, it was on the move and he was held out. So there's a Centurion. We put one more into him, managed to track him, and he dies, and then we're going to go after the E50M. So we're on the move. I mean, the E50M's lower plate is so massive, I don't actually need to stop and aim that. Shooting on the move in the 62a is really, really easy, so yeah, why not? There's another Mutz. Just going to put auto aim on and try to finish him off. Now, I don't like poking this ridge, in particular because of the view range, like the changes to render distance. Look at that Persian using me for cover. Already shot, but I don't like poking this ridge because typically what'll happen is TDs back here will be shooting at you, but if you look at their lineup, they have no TDs, so I didn't have to worry about that at all. They might have someone camping base. At this point, I'm thinking it might be the bat shot because he hasn't been lit all game. And so I just want to be aware of it, and there you go, there's the bat shot. So we're going to put shots into him. The Mutz is scouting. I don't like to YOLO the one line the way the Mutz is. You can see the Mutz died. Typically, you'll be YOLOing into a bunch of TDs, and I don't like doing that. Typically, I prefer to come up the highway, so go up the E line, cross the bridge, and then sort of get under them. It's a bit safer to do that instead, but we've basically killed their bat shot, and now looking at their lineup, they don't really have anything that's going to be camping base. I'd expect to find most of their tanks in the city, and if they aren't, whatever, they're tier 8s. So there's the Tiger. I assumed he'd be in the city, but he wasn't. It's a tier 8, so who cares? I'm just going to speed it up because this is driving. So in a situation like this, what's happened is we have a ton of tanks in the city, and I'm sort of under the impression that they might actually lose this. So I want to kill this Tiger quickly while he has no support, and sort of kill tanks one by one before they get a chance to group up, and then the game becomes a lot closer. So we're going to kill this Tiger as quickly as we can. I might take a hit from him, but who cares? I've got 1,500 hit points. He gets one into me, the Mutz, or someone gets one into him, and then we get the kill. Now it's a matter of going after the artillery. So far we've done 4k damage and 4 kills. So I'm wondering where the 140 is. I actually think he just ran away. Who cares? We're going to go after the Artie, finish him off. 275 roll. Rip. That was pretty low. Doesn't really matter. We get our 5th kill right here. And now we sort of want to prepare for them to push into us, because what the situation that we're in, the scores aren't even. Like, it looks like we have an obvious advantage, but if you actually look at the tanks they have 3 tier 10s. We have 1 and 4 tier 8s. So in all honesty, they're in a position where they have a more chance at winning based on tanks. Right now we have the map positioning, though. You can see what I've done is I've gone to control sort of this ridge here and this ridge here, and then we put someone on cap. So this is actually perfect. So right now we're just playing haul down against this 140. Gonna try to put shots into him. Obviously, if he's safe, so I'm not gonna waste it. And then what sort of happens is I start backing off, and I think, huh, they could actually push up the 0 line. So I'm expecting some people to be pushing up here. And I start really watching my map to make sure that happens. The Pershing goes to scout that, which is perfect for me. Now I don't have to do it. And yeah, we're just going to sort of look for shots in this 140, but the primary thing is me waiting. So you can see immediately as the T-22 gets lit, I notice him on the mini-map there. So we're going to turn, and he's actually in a very strong position. It's going to be very hard for me to deal with him where he is. And I notice the 5100 behind me. So the T-22 isn't really moving up. I'm going to go after the 5100. You can see I'm asking the enemy to reset here because I just wanted to fight it out. I'd much rather win a game by shooting tanks than capping, so yeah, it's more fun. We're perma-tracking this 5100 here. He is a one-shot, and then, well, we low roll, so we're going to have to finish him off here. The Panzer Mutz gets him instead, and the 140 dies, which is actually perfect. He dies to Artie. There's an IS-7 behind me. Now, we could be shooting at the T-22, but in all honesty, there's an IS-7 in the middle of the open. I'd much rather be shooting at him instead. So we're going to shoot him here. We pen his lower plate with APCR. In all honesty, I was loading heat to pen his front because the game was so close, but shoot it at his ass or whatever. And we're just going to sort of pen his side right here. This is going to be easy. Perfect. So we pick up our 6th kill for 7k damage so far. And now we're just going to finish off this T-22, hoping to save the Panzer Mutz so we can get 3 on cap. But he just kills the Mutz, and now we have to get on cap. So what's happening right now is we need to get 2 on cap, obviously. You guys can see the cap circle. They're at 50, we're at 11, so we need the Pershing on cap, but I think what's going to happen is it's actually going to be a draw, just based on the timing. So what's going to have to happen is this Artie is going to need to reset. So I'm going to fast forward it. We can watch the map here. You can see the Artie's yellowing in. I hope he actually had killed the 140 and the IS-7. I think it might have been better if after he'd killed the 140, he'd just gone to try to reset. Because this cap circle is pretty easy to blind fire, but Artie manages to get a last second kill. Like, he actually killed the guy at 99, and he saved us from the draw. So yeah, big props to him. Beamer basically saved the game, which is amazing. And yeah, so that was 7.2k damage. Let's go look at the end plates. Alrighty, so as you can see, that was a mastery badge. All these medals here. Top Gun. To be honest, I'm amazed we didn't get a high caliber, but whatever. 7.2k damage, 7 kills, 1400 base XP. So the mastery badge on the 63 is about 1250 base, so it was really easily a mastery badge. In the end, we did, well, here you go, you can see it for yourself. I don't really find this very interesting, but whatever. Shot 31, hit 27, penned 26 of them, and yeah. So if you enjoyed this replay and you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and yeah, I hope to see you around. Later, guys. Bye-bye.